The last 1 month has been very active in terms of post-IPO liquidity, especially in terms of locking expiries of many IPOs that happened more than 6 months ago. So if you look at Northern Arc Capital, which IPO'd earlier, 361 sold about 2% at about 84 crores. In case of Ixigo, Saif Partners, which is now Elevation, sold about 3% at about 205 crores. Swiggy, there was a block trade of about 935 crores. In case of Ola Electric, two strategic investors, Hyundai and Kia, sold a cumulative sold cumulatively about 689 crores. In case of PNB Housing, a Carlyle entity called Quality Investment Holdings sold 9% for about 2,700 crores. KFin Technologies saw a sale by General Atlantic for about 1,800 crores of shares, which was 9% of the shareholding. In case of Blackbuck, Quick Route sold about 670 crores of stock. Excel sold about 200 crores and Peak 15 sold about 54 crores. And lastly, if you look at Indegene, there was a block trade of about 1755 crores, wherein Carlyle sold about 1450 crores and iRage Broking sold about 225 crores worth of shares. So overall, if you see in this last month in the post-IPO block trades, more than 1 billion of stocks have been sold, which is roughly about 9,200 crores or so. So we still continue to believe that majority of the DPI/exits for Indian VC and PE firms would happen through public markets, either on Part 2 IPO, at IPO, or post IPO. Yeah, so some key takeaways. Institutional investors don't want to put the stock price of the company they are invested under pressure. Hence, they do the sales in the post IPO environment in a very structured and time. So if you look at it, most of the trades that have happened are block trades, and there are bankers who would facilitate on doing these block trades. Block trades are basically somebody who wants to sell 10%, and on the other side, they would also find a buyer who wants to buy that 10%. Because if this investor goes and sells 10% of the stock in the open market, two things can happen like that. Amount of stock can probably never be sold in the open market. And if at all it does get sold, it would put the stock price under pressure. So block trades essentially allow for bulk offloading and also pre-arranged buyer-seller matching.